so you're probably curious by this point, what am I making? What kind of wide body am I doing? What am I actually planning on doing with the car? So these are the drawings that I came up with and some of the ideas I have in mind for the 180SX. So these are the sketches for my design. My horrible, horrible little scribbles. Completely ignore anything to do with the headlights on these cars. It is still in progress and I don't even know what headlights I want to run yet. But this is the rough idea of what I'd like to do with the car. Now, as you guys can see my cool little list here, my main points, I'll just read them out for you guys so you don't have to read my horrible writing. I want it to be functional for drift and easy to replace panels. So if I do run a door, or someone runs my door, or I tap a wall, or somebody hits the rear quarters, anything like that, I can replace panels quite easily. It is a drift car. It's not meant to be a concept car or a show car or something that I just putt around on the weekends. I fully intend on driving this as much as I can and to everything and anything that I want to. I'm actually really looking forward to just spending a lot more time with this car and just driving its pants off. Metaphorically. Cars don't have pants, guys. I'm sorry. So another reason I want to run so much of a different idea on the back here, I'll explain these pictures in 2 secs, is because I want to run a boot mounted radiator setup for the 1JZ that it currently runs. The reason I want to do this is for cooling and to kind of take a lot of the clutter out of the engine bay and to just mix it up and do something different. Hello, Benjamin. Bye-bye. I didn't answer my phone. I'm mid-vlog.
Who's more important? Going to the hills.
No answer. Are you actually going to the hills?
No, but I need you to open that and help me lift my manual gearbox out of the hills.
Oh, that's not hills. Benjamin has bought and become a trader and bought a Beamer. What is it, an E46?
Yes.
But I gotta go help him get a box, so 2 seconds, we'll be right back. Some things might change, and other things I might redesign as I go, but these were the basic concepts that I had in mind when I decided to pull the car apart and have decided now to build my own fiberglass wide body for it. So we'll go over that real quick. So the reason I want to cut in rear quarters, you can see up here, I'm gonna wide body the hell out of the back of it, so I've got vents big enough to then put a boot mounted radiator in the back. However, whether I put it in the boot or whether I mount it to the side panels of the car and use the over fenders as venting, but what I want to do with this over fender, no matter what, is make it so it's like a butterfly and it'll flip up and I can put stuff underneath those over fenders and make them functional. Kind of like a military vehicle where they attach things onto the car. So in that kind of similarity, I want to attach like my wheel brace, some hose clamps, some 10 mils, some spanners, some tools. I want to put tools underneath both the over fenders on each side of the car. So no matter where I go or whenever I am out doing whatever, if I'm on a track, I can take all my drift stuff with me and I can have everything I need to fix the car on me at all times, and it's not floating around in the car, it's not floating around in the boot or rolling around on the floor anywhere. It's all going to be molded in and fixed securely underneath these fender flares, so then I can wing them both up on each side, and I'll probably make them waterproof. Looks like we might have a bit more rain. I apologize if the noise picks up, but that's the basic idea for that. I want to create the side skirts out of steel or some form of reinforced metal so that the car can never be T-boned again, and if it does, it's going to be ugly for both parties. This part here, that'll be a flare. I did put a little hole here. What I originally figured was I would mount the 2 twin turbos at the front of the car, here and here, and then run the screamers out the side. May or may not change that yet, I'm not sure. I'm still deciding whether I run twin turbo, single turbo. Louvers, the glass at the moment is still in the car because I will be pulling them out and putting in full carbon fiber panel replacements. Again, please don't judge me off my ridiculously little horrible scribbles, but I may or may not draw these up later. I've got the idea in my head of what I want to do, but I haven't drawn it to scale or anything on here. The headlights on any of these are completely not actually what's going to be on it. I haven't decided what I want to put on there yet, but I will probably design something to go on it. You can see here the rear hatch is like a Lamborghini hatch. That will pretty much be very similar to that. I'll run Perspex clear down it though, so I can still see out the back of it. With the rear, you can see this pretty ridiculous wing here. So the wing, I want to make it like an FA-18 fighter pilot, like a jet. So I want it to come up and off the body of the car, and then the back here will be clear acrylic perspex with laser etched Ichigo or something in there. Same with the B pillars here. The rears will also be made out of acrylic, so there'll be custom tail lights. That is not the design, that's just what I've thrown in there for now so I can just see what I'm doing. And I want to create some bash bars on the rear and on the front. The front bar I am putting on it is on order and is coming probably in the next week or two, same with the rear bar. I'm not going to tell you what they are yet, but they look something like that. So the kit will look somewhat like this. The bonnet will change. I initially had these here because what I was thinking of was either adding vents or cutting the bonnet out. You can see here, I apologize if I'm yelling. I don't know how the audio is going to go with all this rain and the tin noise, so apologies. Yeah, so I'm still using the S14 bonnet. However, I may put vents in it, or I may add like Z-tune razors on the edge here before the mirrors, or I might cut in an insert here and create like a bit of a step with some venting to pull all the air through the engine bay and out. So they're the designs that I'm loosely basing whatever I make off for the car. However, what I need to do now is I need to prep the car. So the first thing I need to do is I need to get my wax down here. I need to go through and wax anywhere I'm sticking something onto, I need to put down wax, and then I'm going to mask it up and cover the entire rear quarters on both sides and start with working on the rear quarters, and then come down and start shaping and shaving down expander foam as we go in the next couple of vlogs. So we're using Megular's deep crystal Caranuba wax for this. As well as some microfibers and some masking tape. I've got two different types of masking tape here. I have Bear and I have Norton. They both come from Bunnings and they're both just basic generic masking tape. I had the option to get painter's tape, but it doesn't really matter in this instance for what I'm doing.
I'm looking for a way inside your mind. It's a haze of mysteries. All I see is smoke and mirrors and the reflecting memories. I need to figure out how things are twined. The ropes are choking us. If only I could blow away the heavy clouds up in our sky. I see you. Can you see me too? Tell me how it feels to know that I cannot let you go. My veins, they are strained, 'cause my heart is blue for you. I would do anything just to have you once again. I've lost my weakness, only void inside my bones, paralyzed like a dog, tears filling up within.
Alright guys, I am done for the night. I've just finished masking up the car. So I've done the bottom of the side skirt. I'm not worrying about the door for now because the door will be a different kind of mold, and those doors are not going to stay on that style hinge. I'll probably put them on the Lambo style hinge. But the whole lot of the car is now masked up on anywhere that I'm going to make the over fender. I've done a bit of the glass here too because I'm not sure how high I'm going to go with the expander foam that has already pre-expanded. Here we go. So I've cut it up just off here just to show you guys what it is. So it's really bendy, probably like the same as esky foam. It's enough that I can dig my fingernail into very easily, but it doesn't really squash down very well at all. So it will work out quite well. So if you want to do like a very basic or not a very wide over fender or something, you can literally just glue that on like that. Like inevitably, once I figure this out, I want to make so many things. We still got a lot done tonight. I've removed all the tails, the wing, everything I need off the back of the car, and I pretty much masked up the car, ready to go tomorrow for the application of expander foam and some fog. It is quite humid tonight and a bit coolish, so it's probably best for me to wait for the daytime anyway. But the car is ready to go for tomorrow, so we shall see how it goes, and I'll continue the vlog from there. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and I will see you next time.